What's up, Survivor fans? This is Jack and Cade here. Another season of Survivor has passed. I'm going to review the episode and the so-called reunion show here for you. It's kind of not going to be pretty. I am happy with the winner, but the so-called reunion show, if you call it that, was a complete joke. So let's get on with it. The episode, they recap pretty much the whole season, mainly the Three Amigos, the Philp thing. Basically, what happens is, very first 5 minutes of it, Eric is medically evac'd. Very sad moment. I liked Eric. I always liked Eric. Had a great story behind him, and very sad to see how the way he ended or left the game. It basically sucked. I mean, he's a fellow runner like me. He was one of the ones I was rooting for. So yeah, that sucked. I guess I think what happened between him and Brenda and Dawn had something to do with it, because I mean, I think it just got to him, which sucked. I was hoping he was one of the ones I was hoping would win. So he gets medically evac'd. We go to Tree Mail Immunity Challenge. The episode part is going to be very brief. Basically, Immunity Challenge, it's a puzzle building where they had to build a puzzle that looked like fire. Cochran comes from behind, wins the Immunity Challenge. So now he's guaranteed a final spot in the final three. He did win a reward challenge earlier that gave him the advantage. The advantage paid off. He's in the final three. Eddie gets voted out. He's the final member of the jury. So Cochran is confessional, sitting on a rock. He's saying he hopes he wins. That, you know, he's definitely getting the winners at this point. So we all know we have a pretty much good feeling he's going to win. So now it's between Sherry, Dawn, and Cochran, the final three. Wow, at the jury, very bitter jury. Reynolds was good. They were all pretty good. Phillips was epic. Andreas was probably the only one that wasn't really overly bitter. I was kind of disappointed in Brenda's jury, having to make Dawn pull out her teeth like that. I thought that was just... It's okay to be bitter, but for Brenda to make Dawn do that, it was just... I thought it was uncalled for. But, you know, I'll speak more about Brenda at the finale, her and Dawn. But basically, it was very, very bitter. You know, it would probably go down as one of the most bitter juries in history. That's just my opinion. And speaking of the Dawn situation, I'm going to speak on this a little bit. Apparently, a lot of so-called fans are pissed at Dawn for what she did to Brenda, the blind side and all this. I just got to say, guys, wake up. It's a game. It's Survivor. It's a television show. Dawn's a very sweet lady, and for her to get humiliated like that, and for these fans, if you don't know, she shut down her Twitter account. It's just bullshit. You know, and I feel bad for Dawn. All the death threats. Her kids even there were even threats made to her family, and to me, that's uncalled for. This whole cyberbullying, just because of a damn TV show, it's just wrong. I mean, a little criticism is okay. I mean, if you didn't agree with the move, that's fine. But to make death threats, and it's just really immature and stupid, childish, and I hate to see Dawn go. I mean, she was one of my favorite players of all time. She was one of the nicest people to her fans, and it really sucks, you know. And that's my opinion, you know. So, and it was, to me, it was a move that she made because she saw Brenda as a threat. So I said that last week in my review, and you know, and unfortunately for Dawn, some of these so-called fans do not see it that way. I don't know. It's very touchy subject. This whole week's been touchy about this season, and the finale. But anyways, on with that, the jury seemed to like Cochran a little bit. Okay, that ends my, Cochran. He ruled this season. I mean, he played a very great game. I love Cochran. He's like an inspiration to us super uber nerdy fans like myself. And he's such an inspiration. And coming into the reunion show, obviously he wins. He sweeps it. Like I said, Team Cochran. He won it. Way to go, Cochran. Like I said, you're an inspiration to super fans, uber fans, including me. Now, as far as the so-called reunion show, there's a reason why I'm wearing this Team Goda stuff. Obviously, they speak to Cochran. Cochran won, very deservingly so. He swept the votes. He played a perfect game. Happy for that. As far as the reunion show, it sucked. They didn't even bring out the pre-jury. They made him sit in the fucking audience. Okay, sorry for my language. I'm pissed off as a fan. And having met Matt, knowing how cool of a dude he is, and how it seems like Laura, Allie, Corinne, all of them are genuinely nice people. I don't even want to talk to Shamar. I'm not even going to try that. But it seems like they're really cool people, and they had him sit in the flippin' audience all because of Brandon Hans and that little ordeal. That's bullshit. They should not have made him suffer for that. It's like they're punishing them for something they didn't even do. I mean, it's their dream. They were fans. They wanted to be on Survivor. And it's an insult, a slap in their face, and their families, that they made fly out to have them sit in the damn audience. I mean, I'm sorry, that's a slap in the face. It should not have happened. And I'm sorry, Matt, Allie, Laura, and whoever else. As a fan, I'm sorry you had to go through that. Hell, they didn't even speak to Eric or Michael or Sherry, really, at all. And they were in the jury. And Eric had a serious medical evac, but yet they want to talk to Rudy and Boston Rob. Boston Rob has a book. I'll probably buy it just because it looks interesting. No offense to Boston Rob, but that was not his place. He didn't belong there. Neither did Rudy. And Rudy disgusted me that night with his comments. That's great that you were past Survivor contestants and all, but they did not deserve to be there. They basically wasted time. And I don't know who that little girl was. Little psycho, crazy. Okay, I won't say that. But it was the little girl had no place being there. It's great that she's a fan. They interviewed her, but it was a Blossom thing all over again. It was just uncalled for. So yeah, the reunion show sucked. One bright moment though, and was Brenda. Obviously, could not be there. She's pregnant. I want to congratulate her on the new baby. I'm sure she'll be a great mom. Her and Dawn did make up. So to all the fans that were threatening Dawn, giving Dawn, making her life a living hell, there you go. It's just a game, okay? And by the way, thanks to you retards that chased Dawn off Twitter. Us fans want to... Anyways, but, to all those retards that made Dawn's life miserable, there you go. Also, Malcolm won fan favorite. Not real surprised there because Malcolm had a lot of fan base, but he's not the one I vote for. Every year, the person I vote for fan favorite doesn't win, but that's okay. As long as they know they have my support. But that's pretty much it. Preview of next season. Instead of telling us or where it's located and shot at, they teased us. It was blood and water, but any Survivor fan knows that's really into the show know what it means. It's blood versus water. It's families versus returning survivors. I kind of looked into the cast. I'm very excited with the cast, with the exception of two. I'm gonna give you a couple hints of who I'm not excited about. I'm not going to name any names, One is a kind of a racist jerk I never want to see again, and a laughing hyena girl in leopard bikini. No. But that's that. Like I said, great season, crappy finale show. I mean, they just did so wrong with that finale show to a lot of people, and I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of backlash, and a lot of fans are pissed, a lot of contestants are pissed, and they have a right to be. And from the bottom of my heart, guys, I feel for you. But that's that. June 1st, I get to meet some of the pre-jurors from Survivor. They're going to be in Cincinnati. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to bring this stuff, too. No. So that at least they know that they have some fans out there supporting them, even though they were treated like shit. So, but that's what I have. I'll see you guys maybe in September when Blood versus Water. I like that twist. You know, it's going to be interesting to see family versus survivors, returning survivors. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin relationships. You know, but that's that. It's going to be a very interesting dichotomy on that one. So, also, what else? I was going to do an awards thing honoring who I think is the hottest. I'm still debating on that, favorite player, whatever. I'm still debating if I'm going to do that or not. Shoot me a line on that. All right. Peace, love, chicken grease. Love you guys. See you in September for the next season. Bye.